There's still just a lot of questions with this investigation.
The Winnipeg Police Service is asking the public for any information regarding a homicide involving a 41-year-old woman who died of severe burns to her body. Warning to our viewers, this story contains details that may be disturbing. 41-year-old Melissa Cook died in hospital on August 20th after suffering burns likely between late June and early July. Her death is now being treated as a homicide.
Investigators hope to speak to anyone who knew Melissa, knew about her injuries, or anyone that may have been victimized similarly.
Cook was from Sapataouia Cree Nation and had been living in Winnipeg since April. Police say Cook was homeless while living in the city and may have stayed at encampments. She also spent time at Siloam Mission and in the South Point Douglas area. Murray says police at this time don't know where Cook sustained her burn injuries and is asking anyone with information to come forward to the Major Crimes Unit or Crime Stoppers.
We want to know if she confided in her injuries to anyone, the source of the injuries, or maybe a better timeline as to when exactly they happened. We would certainly encourage those individuals to come forward and provide us with that information.
Murray was asked why it took so long for police to release on Cook's death. He says there were a lot of complexities in the investigation and consulted with Indigenous members and Cook's family before releasing on this matter. He's asking the public to look at this homicide with an empathetic lens.
Melissa had a tough set of circumstances that she was faced with before her death, and I think we all owe it to her to try to provide help so that we can provide some closure to family here.
Cook's homicide was the city's 41st homicide of the year. Just over the weekend, a 16-year-old boy died in the 500 block of Balmoral Street Friday morning, and 27-year-old Credence Beardy died at Health Sciences Center after sustaining suspicious injuries.
In speaking about Melissa, she had people in her life. The other folks who have lost their lives this year, they have family and friends and loved ones. We can't just think about our statistics, right? Because then that takes away from who the person was.
Police say the details of Cook's death may be disturbing for some, including those families directly impacted by matters involving missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, Two-Spirit, and gender-diverse people. If you require assistance, you are asked to contact the number on your screen. In Winnipeg, Alex Karpa, City News.